What's going on, guys? Even though we've already passed 200 subs, which I am super grateful for, I wanted to take some time to do a little bit of a welcome to the channel type video. Some of you know me one way or another, but the vast majority have no clue who I am. So, hello, my name is BJ. I am 26 years old, born and raised in northern Colorado, and I've loved knives for as long as I can remember. I feel like what you see on the desk in front of you kind of gives that away, so let's talk about some things that you don't know. I was a pretty good kid for the most part until I'd say like 8th grade, and that's kind of where things started to go downhill for me. You know, I would experimenting with a lot of drugs. Later on, I was drinking, breaking a lot of laws, stealing, you name it. Me and my friends were up for it. As long as it didn't involve doing the right thing and doing well in school, we were game. I picked up a lot of bad habits and put on quite a bit of weight. I got up to as high as 315 pounds at one point, and I finally ended up dropping out of high school about halfway through my junior year, if I remember correctly. At that point in time, I had a part-time job washing dishes at a nursing home, so things weren't necessarily looking up for me until my buddy Wyatt reached out and said, "Hey man, my dad has this HVAC company." For those of you that don't know, that's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And he got me a job working in the shop there. And for a while, I really enjoyed that. I kind of worked my way up the ladder a little bit in the shop. I still had issues with showing up on time, being dependable, because I still wasn't in a great place mentally. Still had the drinking issues going on, all that. Eventually, I get shipped out to the field installing ductwork for heating and air conditioning systems, and that was quite a bit of fun. Definitely didn't help with the drinking issues, but I got to see a lot of places, did a lot of work in the mountains here in Colorado, got shipped all over the place, really. Now the timeline here is a little screwy, but this is a super major event in my life, and it was September 9th, 2017. My cousin Gabe passed away suddenly. We were really more like brothers. We were super close, grew up together, hung out all the time. And that really hit me hard. That led to rock bottom for me, honestly. I was literally drinking myself piss drunk every night. On top of that, the overeating got much worse, and that's really when I started ballooning up in weight. That behavior continued for at least 3 years, drinking, drugs, rock and roll lifestyle. It wasn't until COVID came around in 2020 when I realized, shit, I need to make a change, because the first time I got COVID was pretty early. It had to have been 2020, and it about took me out. So shout out to Wyatt again. Him and I started working out every day together, and I got into the best shape of my life by far. I still had some demons to face, though, and I was just burying them with alcohol. I want to say it was 2021. 21 or 22, I had a really close call with the cops. Like a dumbass, I had been drinking all night, and I decided to get behind the wheel. I nearly rear-ended a police officer going about 80 miles an hour. Went up onto two wheels, almost rolled my car. It was just a bad situation. By no means am I trying to brag here. There's nothing cool about endangering your life or other people's lives, but it is an important piece of how I got to where I am today. That was a major wake-up call, and I really slowed down on drinking after that. I went about 6 months with no alcohol at all and just continued to get into shape. A little over 2.5 years ago, I quit my job at the HVAC company. I just didn't love it anymore. I had no motivation to show up for work. It was time for a change. So I picked up what I thought would be a temporary job at the nursing home my mother and sister work at, as the part of the maintenance team and the van driver to take people to and from appointments. But due to my driving record, that was not a possibility, which led me to becoming a CNA, or certified nurse's aide. And I really fell in love with that pretty quickly. I made a lot of super meaningful connections with people, and kind of felt like I was finally where I'm supposed to be. I want to say like 5 months prior to me starting the job at the nursing home, I met my beautiful girlfriend, Michaela, and we are still together to this day. My favorite part about working at the nursing home was the man who really became my best friend. Really, anytime you were down, he would pick you right back up. He had pretty advanced dementia, but we still had a very special connection. Like he would ask where I was on my days off. He was just a really special guy. Unfortunately, he passed away in August 2024, and things at work just haven't been the same since then. My sister and I got matching tattoos of his signature, and I would really like to do a full video on Jay. I just need to talk to his family about it first, obviously. Since then, I've really been lacking that feeling of fulfillment, and I had been fairly seriously collecting knives for like a year and a half, but things kind of started picking up there. And one day I was like, you know what? Let's try to do something with this. So I started a channel, started telling people to subscribe. Hadn't uploaded anything yet. Reached out to Jared from Neves Knives and said, hey man, would you mind subscribing to the channel? And without him, I don't think we would be here, because he said, what the hell are you talking about? What channel? Go upload something and then talk to me. And that is exactly what I needed to hear, honestly. Since that day, I've been grinding away. I haven't missed an upload since that day. So shout out to him. Really excited to see where we can go from here. The deadline for the giveaway is February 15th. So you got 9 days from when I'm recording this video to subscribe. I'll throw a picture on screen right now of what I am giving away for that. And yeah, I just want to say I'm super thankful for all of you being here. I want to be an open book as much as I can. So if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram, email me, whatever it is. Before I let you guys go, if you haven't yet, please go check out my shorts. I'm really proud of what they're becoming and the quality that I'm putting out. With that being said, we'll see you next time. Peace.